What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we are right on the precipice of the release of BT7. We are getting to the stage now where this coming weekend is pre-release for BT7. So just before that set comes out, I thought it might be nice to go and take a little bit of a look at the top 10 most expensive Digimon cards from the 6 sets we've had previously. It's a little bit weird, we've had EX1, so in theory we should have had 7 sets, but then BT1 to 3 were all grouped together in Release Booster or Special Release Booster 1.0 and 1.5, so it's been 6 sets, but really it's been 7, and yes, I know that's actually super annoying. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen, you can't win them all. Now, there are 3 cards we need to shout out before we get going here. There are 3 cards that are up until the finals cards are given out, and we know there are some great cards coming in finals cards. There are 3 promo cards that really are on another level in terms of value. So we've got the Old Force Digimon promo from the Grand Prix that was given out to people who won. That is it's an Ultra Art reprint of BT2, but it's crazy popular. We've got the War Greymon, which was also a prize card given out at tournaments a little while ago at this stage. And we've got the Omnimon, which again was given out as a prize card at the Evolution Cup. These 3 cards are prize cards from tournaments. There are very few of them given out. You had to go and win to get them. Because you had to go and win to get them, that means that there are a whole bunch of people who are frankly not going to want to part with it. There are a whole bunch of people who won this card and are like, well, I won this card. This is a card I had to work very hard for. I am not trading away this card. So you've got that combination of so few people actually being able to get hold of them, and then so many of them not wanting to give them up, that just becomes a little bit awkward. I'm also not going to put Ghost Omnimon on the list. Look, we know that Ghost Omnimon is number 1 by a mile. It's not even close. The number 1 card on this list, I'm pegging at around $65. Ghost Omnimon is somewhere in the region of $800-ish. It's not even close. It is miles above any other card, to the point where it's not really fair to put it on the list. It kind of ruins the list because, Ghost Omnimon's number 1. At about 10 times or more the price of number 2. Yeah, we've done that. We've been there, we've done that. So I'm leaving it on the list, but do just bear it in mind. And a little bit of a shout out to the Secret Rare Machine Dramon from EX01. Didn't quite make the list, but would have been number 11. This is, of course, the alternate art version of it. We've only got 1 secret rare that actually came around in EX1. So there's only 1 alternate art secret rare. So coming in at $40 is about right. I didn't pull the secret rare in my box. I don't care about the alternate art, but I need that secret rare. It's one of about 4 English regular non-alternate art cards I don't have, and that's something I need to fix. So with all of the caveats out the way, starting off at number 10, we've got LUCEDON from BT4, which I'm putting at about a $44 card. I am using some slightly awkward prices here to try and actually create a proper division between the different levels. I could put this at $45, but it's not quite as high as number 9, which I'm putting at $45. And this is a secret rare, not an alternate art. This is the regular LUCEDON. But it is a secret rare, and it is a hyper-playable secret rare. It is a weird level 3 that doesn't evolve from level 2s, and it's 13 cost to play normally, but it's a 5 cost if you've got 10 or more cards in your trash. And when you play it, you recover 1. But there are a whole bunch, I'm not going through the list, there are a whole bunch of cards out there that have skills that allow you to play this for free. Mastermon would be just one example. And if I can play this for free, or I can play it as a 5 cost, and it's got recovery, great card, secret rare, that explains it. In at number 9, we've got ANCIENTGREYDON as a $45 card, and this is the one on the list that I am struggling with a little bit. Because you see, I follow the results of these tournaments as they're coming around. Over on the official Facebook, they post a whole bunch of winning deck lists, and none of them have had ANCIENTGREYDON in. They're not ANCIENTGREYDON lists. This, and don't get me wrong, right, there is oodles of potential here. For each Digimon card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards with Greymon in its name, or hybrid in its form, you get security attack +1, and when it gets deleted, you can play a red level 4 or lower Digimon with hybrid in its form for free. It's a cool card. I've seen a bunch of people play it. I've not seen it seeing enough success to really justify it being here, though it is a secret rare. In at number 8, we've got the alternate art Lilithmon from BT3, and this one's kind of interesting to me, because this is an alternate art of a super rare. Most of the cards that get high up on this list are alternate arts of secret rares, or are just secret rares, due to the lower pull rates, and certainly, the first couple of cards on this list were both secret rares. Lilithmon is only a super rare, but we've got that Lilithmon loop deck. If you've got 10 or more cards in your trash when you Digivolve, you can put 2 purple option cards in your trash to your hand. When you use an option card for the first time during your turn, you gain a couple of memory. Go and look up some of the deck lists of this card. It is nuts. And if you go to the official Facebook of the Digimon Card Game English version, and you go and have a look at the winning decks, many of them have Lilithmon in. This is just a cool alternate art version of a super playable card, and not for nothing a pretty popular Digimon, and that puts it high up on the list. In at number 7, we've got the regular Omnimon's Wart D from BT5, and I'm pegging at about $50, and I'll be honest with you, this is a playability thing. Now, don't get me wrong, it's also a secret rare, and we all know secret rares are harder to pull and therefore more expensive, but this is just a playability thing at this stage. It's a security card, a 13,000 power level 7 security card you can play for free, which is nuts. When you Digivolve, you can delete one of your opponent's tamers, and on deletion, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon. It's a very good card. It's some of the rare example we've got of tamer control. It can play for free as a security card. It sees a whole bunch of play, gets put into a whole bunch of good decks, and very much earns its spot. In at number 6, we've got the alternate art of ANCIENTGREYDON. I don't have much to add here, unfortunately, I'll be honest with you. I talked about this quite a bit a minute ago. I do think it's weird that there's like a $7 difference between the regular and the alternate arts. The alternate art's a lot harder to pull, but there we go. People are clearly buying this card up for playability reasons. As it stands at the moment, it's not amazing, but maybe in the near future it will be. Maybe that will explain it. In at number 5, we've got another returning character here. We've got ourselves LUCEDON, the alternate art version of it. Again, there's not a huge jump from the regular LUCEDON. Regular LUCEDON we put at $44, this one we put at $45. Incidentally, we've gone up by $11 from number 10 to number 5. These are all pretty closely grouped together. But again, it's LUCEDON, and that's really, and I know it sounds a little bit reductive to say it like that, and I apologise, but it really is as simple as that. LUCEDON, as I explained a moment ago, is an absolute proper job, over-the-top, phenomenal card, and this is a great card. It is kind of cool to note, if you put this side by side with the alternate art of ANCIENTGREYDON, it does actually connect, and although it's not a card that makes the list, you can also do the same thing with the alternate art of ANCIENTGARURUMON, and you do get a nice free card picture, so maybe people are trying to make that picture. It's very, very cool. I love these connecting cards, especially when they're subtle connecting cards like this, where they don't necessarily look it, but then you put them together and you're like, oh, it's amazing! Because it is, ladies and gentlemen. It absolutely is. In at number 4, we've got the BEelstarmon from BT2, just the alternate art version here. Regular art version does not make it on the list, but the alternate art totally does. And this is an example of, firstly, a very popular Digimon, one that people love very much. And secondly, a card which is going to get way more playable in the very near future. You see, it's not out here yet. We don't have it yet, but over in EX2, we're getting a new BEelstarmon and a BEelstarmon Blast Mode. And when those cards actually drop in English, the cards from BT2, this BEelstarmon from BT2 is going to get a whole bunch better. We saw a jump in price over in Japan of the BEelstarmon from BT2 when the ones from EX2 came out, and essentially people are just jumping the gun over here. And incidentally, I did tell you about this in a previous video and told you this might be something to do, so can't be upset at people for doing it. In at number 3, we've got the Omnimon from BT1, the alternate artwork, and this is one that has crashed. This used to be a way more expensive card. When I pulled one of these from my box, and I was very happy about it, and I ended up selling it at a bit of a discount for £90. Not dollars, pounds, bit more. And at the time, I thought that was a little bit low, but I had my reason for selling. And then there was a little bit of seller's remorse in the aftermath. I was thinking, maybe that was way too low. I could easily pick up a copy now for less than I sold it for. And the thing is, Omnimon's not that playable anymore. It's a great card. When you Digivolve, you choose one of your opponent's Digimon and delete all of your opponent's Digimon with that name. When you're attacking, you can pop a level 6 from under it back to your hand to unsuspend. Back when Booster 1.0 came out, and back when BT1 came out in Japan, this was it. This was the best card. It's not anymore. And sure, it's the alternate art version, but we got Ghost Omnimon, which is a way better version. And we've got the Evolution Cup promo, which is a way better version. We've got proper chase versions of this card. And that means that this alternate art, without it being the proper chase version, and without it being that playable anymore, it's slipped down quite a bit. In at number 2, we've got the only card from BT6 which actually makes this list. It is the alternate art of BEelstarmon. And here we've got a combination of people love the artwork and the Digimon, and it's also a pretty playable card. Plus it is an alternate art of a secret rare, which are of course, Ghost Omnimon excluded, the hardest cards to actually pull from packs. It's a very cool card. You reduce its play cost by 1 for each Three Musketeers Digimon card and each option card with a memory cost of 7 in your trash, so it can become very cheap. And when you play it, you can put a 7 cost option from your trash to your hand and then play a 7 cost option for free. And incidentally, it does not need to be the same card you picked up. It's a very cool card, sees a bit of playing success, not as much as some of the others on this list, but when you then put it together with the character, that helps to explain it. And in at number 1, you've got Omnimon's Wart D, comes in at $65, just a tiny bit above, but it's the alternate art version. And essentially, what I said about Omnimon's Wart D a moment ago totally holds here. It is a hyper-playable card, it is a secret rare and an alternate art version of it. And essentially, that explains it. It is a crazy playable card. Lilithmon is arguably a more playable card right now, but Lilithmon's only a super rare, not a secret rare, and when you combine quite how playable this is, quite how much success it's seeing, with the fact that it is an alternate art of a secret rare, you get your answer. We all know the true number 1 is Ghost Omnimon, but like I said at the beginning of the video, it's just kind of boring at this stage to put that at number 1. Firstly, the pull rates are so much lower than any of the other cards on this list, it's not fair. And secondly, the value is so much higher, it kind of ruins the list. But we did mention it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the most important thing. But now I want to hear from you guys. Which of these cards have you picked up? Which of these cards are you planning on picking up? Which cards are you looking forward to from BT7? And yes, I will bring you a top 10 cards from BT7. I might do a pre-release one. I might wait until it's been out for a few days. We will see. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWarty. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/BTCGRadio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.